So now that you're cooled down, you've had a little bit of water, I want you to grab a chair. So we're gonna start seated. We're gonna take the arms up, big breath in, and exhale down. One more time, take it up, and back down. Good, let's take the palms together. Shoulders are down, chest is high, neck is nice and neutral. We're gonna take the hands back, okay? Stay and hold. Good, bring them back to the front. We're gonna turn the palms out, facing the walls, and then go back again. While you hold here, make sure the chest is up and the shoulders are down, and you can play around with how you turn those hands. And you can feel that it will stretch different areas of that muscle, okay? So just hold, I'll give you a chance to play around there and find out where you wanna be. Very helpful to take big, deep breaths in and out as you do this. All right, we're gonna clasp the hands behind the back. I'm gonna straighten my arms. I got a little wiggle here. I'm trying to put my shoulders as far down as they'll go. Chest up. Let's take the chin up, stretching the neck here. All right, nice and slow, turn your chin towards one shoulder. It doesn't matter what side. Chin to chest. Letting that head drape. Chin to opposite shoulder. Good, look forward, keeping the arms where they are if you can. I want you to keeping your face forward, all right? So we're not gonna turn to one side or the other. We're just gonna lower that ear right down, okay? This is how the dog looks at me when I say something strange. All right, from this position, I want you to then take that chin and twist it to the shoulder, and you should feel it pull right here on that little neckline. All right, so look forward again. We're gonna take the ear down on the other side. Now twist the chin. Good, face it forward. Release the arms. Give that a little bit of a wiggle. We're gonna take the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Push it all down to the floor, trying to make that neck as long as you can. All right, so this time we're gonna take a big hug here. And what we wanna try to do is touch our shoulders together to the front, right? That's impossible. But if you try, you'll get a really good stretch in the back there. All right, and now we're gonna take the arms out wide. What we wanna do is keep the shoulders down, chest out, and now we're gonna attempt to touch the elbows together around the back. Again, that's impossible, but when you do this, you really open up the front of the shoulder there. All right, good. Now give it a shoulder roll, forward and then back. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and stand. I like to do these behind my chair because it helps with stability, okay? So you're gonna grab onto the chair, step 1 foot back, all right? So what I have here is I have the front knee bent, the back leg straight with the heel down. Now how wide you get into this will be up to you, okay? Of course, the more you separate the feet, the more it's gonna stretch. All right, and if you keep that back knee not locked out, but straight and strong, you should feel it pulling the calf with that heel down, okay? If it's too much, you can raise up a little bit, but the goal is to keep that heel down, okay? Good, let's get the other side. So I'm just gonna step it forward and get that other leg back there. While you're here, if you want more of a stretch, all you have to do is bend that front knee a little bit more and it'll stretch down the back of the leg, okay? Perfect. All right, so now we want to get a calf stretch. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the toes and pull them up, okay? So everyone's shaped a little differently, and I want you to play around here. So start with the heels together and pull the toes up. So nice and down, pull them up. You should feel it in the calf. If not, it's okay, we can play around with the placement. You can push your leg back slightly, keeping the toes up and the heel down. You can push the leg forward and lean in slightly with the toes up and the heel down, okay? Just on that one leg. So you find what works best for you, what position. When you find it, I want you to hold it. Good, let's get the other side. I'm gonna turn, you don't have to. Again, we're gonna take the toe up of this one leg, of the opposite leg. You're gonna play around, find what position you need to be in for it to stretch the most. Mine's usually slightly forward. If this is a hard position for you to get into, but it doesn't hurt, you can take a yoga block or even an old book or something and just stick it underneath that toe to kind of press into, and it will really help with that stretch. Sometimes the stretch isn't so bad as the muscle spasm you get from trying to keep your toes up, okay? So just stepping those toes onto something will really help. All right, we're gonna go for a quad stretch. What we wanna do is bend the knee and grab the ankle, okay? This isn't always conducive for everyone, so just wait a minute, follow me. If you can grab the ankle and pull, that's great. You want the shoulder and the hip to stay in line with the knees together, okay? Not leaning in or out, okay? If you're not able to grab that ankle, what I want you to do is sit in the chair, okay? And we're gonna come half off so that this leg is hanging off the chair, okay? And I'm actually holding on for stability on the other side, all right? And I want you to just take that foot and slide it back as far as you can to get that knee perpendicular to the floor, okay? So you play around here on where you can, how far you can get. Hopefully you'll eventually, if you're not there yet, you'll be able to slide that leg all the way back. And then the next step would be to start trying to grab that ankle, okay? And being able to stretch from here. All right, you should be nice and stretched on that side. We're gonna get the other. All right, so I'm gonna stand, but if you prefer to sit, then that's fine. Let's get that other leg for the quad stretch. Perfect. All right, so we wanna stretch the inside of the legs a little bit. And for me, the best way to do this is just to get the legs out wide, okay? And you simply are gonna bend one knee and then the other. This is kind of like a side lunge. And this is when it's okay to use your hand there to kind of support yourself. You can also use a chair. So if you're lunging on the side that you have a chair, it's a little easier there, isn't it? All right, I want you to sit in your chair. And the goal is to get the ankle to knee, okay? So this is a figure 4. You want to get the ankle to the knee. If you're not able to, you can get an ottoman or something in front of you and just put that foot up on the ottoman would be a starting place if you're not able to get that ankle up there, okay? So ankle to knee or on the ottoman, whichever is easier. I want you to check your posture here. So shoulders are down, chest is nice and up, neck is neutral, and we're gonna take a slight lean, and I want you to think chest to leg, okay? Back is straight, so we're not allowing the back to come out of that neutral position. Pull the navel in. Good, while we're here, let's get the ankle, okay? So what I wanna do is twist that ankle around in both directions, back and forth. All right, and then we're gonna squeeze the toes. All right, and point and flex. Good, let's get the other side. ankle to knee or on the ottoman, whichever one works for you. Check the posture, lean in. And a hey from the dogs. How wonderful. Let's get the ankle around. Squeeze and separate the toes. And then point and flex. Perfect. All right, last thing. We're gonna push back, cross one arm over. The other one comes underneath and pull in, okay? So I'm just gonna get a little closer so you can see what's going on here. I've got one arm over, crossing one arm over. The other one comes from underneath, and then I pull that arm in into my chest, okay? All right. While we're here, let's get the hand, okay? So again, we're gonna twist in all directions. A push and a pull, what that means, the pull is squeezing that fist, the push is widening the fingers out, okay? And then we're gonna tap those fingers to the thumb back and forth a few times. Perfect. On that same side, we're gonna swing back, come all the way up, and then bend that elbow so that we're patting ourselves on the back here. You can give it a little push, but make sure you're pushing on the tricep and not pulling on the elbow. All right, we're gonna go to the other side, so we're gonna push it back. The opposite arm comes across the chest. The other one comes from underneath, and we're gonna give it a pull. All right, arm is straight. Let's get the wrist. Push and a pull. Tap the fingers. Perfect. You can run through those stretches one more time if you want. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.